What's up, guys? Iceman here. So there was this crazy bear attack incident that took place in July of 2014. It had to do with a man and his son out in Alaska. It's quite terrifying, so check this out. In July 2014, Jim was at home in the Alaska wilderness with his young son, Montana, and the family dog when he heard a loud banging outside around 3:30 in the morning. The pounding became so strong that it shook the two-story house, waking Montana and sending the dog into a barking frenzy. Montana peered out the curtains to only come face to face with a 9-foot-tall, 450-pound brown bear, intent on making a meal out of the youngster. Jim grabbed his $140 Hi-Point .45 caliber handgun and raced downstairs to the rescue. He cracked open the door and fired off a couple of warning shots to scare off the bear. It rambled off into the woods, so Jim, Montana, and the dog all went back to sleep. But a couple of hours later, the bear returned, even more determined this time to breach the door and get inside the house. After all, there were some tasty morsels inside. Once again, Jim grabbed his handgun to protect his family. This time, however, he knew warning shots would not be enough, as the bear was a real threat to break through the door. The last thing Jim wanted was to have a large, angry bear inside the house with him and his son. He realized that he was going to have to put the bear down to save himself and son. So he went out onto the second-floor balcony, where he had an elevated position that gave him a clear line of sight to the rampaging beast. Jim was hoping his high point would not fail him as he pumped 7 rounds into the bear. Wounded, the bear became even more aggressive before running off about 50 feet, where it collapsed and died. Jim's experience proved you don't necessarily need a high-dollar firearm for protection, but you do need to have a gun for protection. You never know when a bear or some other intruder may attempt to invade your home. But damn, what do you guys think about this incident? It's crazy how the bear returned. I feel like on some occasions, bears actually return with a vengeance. Some would say that bears are very similar to humans and all have varying personalities. So it would only make sense that some return with a vengeance and just want to kick some ass. But fortunately for this guy, Jim, he did have a means of protection. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's necessary to arm yourself when you're living in territory that includes bears as well? Let me know in the comments below and like this video if you will for more chilling tales from the Iceman.